You are exactly where you deserve to be right now. And I know this is going to hurt some people because you might be thinking to yourself, my life is crap, man. I hate it. I deserve better. Do you though? Do you? In all honesty, cut the crap. Look at yourself in the mirror. You can't hide from yourself. When it's just you versus you, when you look at that reflection in the mirror, you can't lie to yourself then. Maybe you can lie to your friends and you can say, man, I deserve better, man. I've been working really hard. Have you though? You know, I used to be that guy years ago, complaining about how my life was and feeling like I deserved to be in a better position than I actually was. But I didn't deserve to be in a better position back then. I deserved to be exactly where I was. There's a saying, where you are in life right now is a result of the decisions or lack of decisions that you've made in the past. Sometimes it's not what you do, it's what you haven't done that has led you to where you are right now. Maybe you were making some money, good money for a while. You didn't save any. You were just blowing all the money. Now you find yourself in a pickle. You're in a shit mess. You need money, and you're finding that you're having to ask people for money now. Right? Maybe there was a qualification or something that you were planning on doing that you didn't do. And as a result, you're not making more money because you're not as highly skilled as you could have been. Now, look, I'm not in the business of looking back and regretting the past, but for goodness sakes, we can't be lying to ourselves. We're men. We must take complete accountability for where we are in life right now. We can't have this entitled mindset of, well, I deserve to be making a lot more money. No, you don't. Your skill sets, the value that you currently bring to the marketplace right now is correlated to how much money you're earning. So if you want to be paid more, you've got to become more valuable to the marketplace, as Jim Rohn, the late great Jim Rohn once said. Income will not far exceed personal development. It will meet you at the level that you're at right now. So the money you're earning right now is a direct reflection of how valuable you are to the marketplace. Now, you might think you're an awesome guy. You might think, well, I know so much, Ali. You know, I'm clued up. You know, I know what's going on and I'm good at this, I'm good at that. Well, there's something you're not fucking good at because otherwise you'd be making a lot more money. You need to keep it real with yourself. Maybe you're not as good as a salesperson as you thought you were. Just putting it out there. Maybe you're not as clued up on a certain subject as you think you are. Whatever it is, you need to identify where you're lacking in order to rectify it, in order to overcome that lack of skill issue that you have. Because that's the only thing we can do, gentlemen. The only thing we can do is work on ourselves to get to a point where we can command more money. We cannot be entitled, oh, I want to make 6 figures a year. Everybody does. But do you deserve to be making 6 figures a year? Now, that's the question. Stop lying to yourself, man. I used to be that guy, and looking back now, you know, I smile. I don't regret anything in my life. But I look back at myself and how delusional sometimes I was in my early 20s, thinking that I deserved to be making 10,000 or 15 or 20,000. I was throwing these numbers around like they were nothing. I want you guys to start respecting 6 figures. Because a lot of guys, young guys especially, don't respect the money that they loosely throw around. Oh, 6 figures is nothing, man. You're broke if you're making 6 figures, says the guy that's not making 6 figures. The guy that's making 2,000 a month. Make 6 figures first, then you can say, oh, it's nothing, man. And not just make it, but sustain it. It's one thing making a $10,000 month, having 1 month where you've made $10,000. Technically, it's about 8,000 something a month in order to make 6 figures a year, but let's just say 10,000. You may have made $10,000 in 1 month, once or twice. You need to sustain that for a year, 2 years, 3 years to really start getting frustrated at making $10,000 a month. If you want to say it's nothing, when in reality, it's a very good amount of money by global standards. Now, I'm not telling you to coast at 10,000. Seek to make 20, 30, 40. You know, Jim Rohn once said, set a goal to become a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve it. It's not about the actual number itself. It's the person you become in the process of realizing that goal. That's far more important than the money itself. The money is a byproduct, which is why I always say, guys, that success is something that you attract, not something that you chase. You attract it by becoming a more valuable person to the marketplace, by becoming so undeniably great that people say, here's 50,000, here's 100,000, I want your services. Right? So I want you to start respecting the amount of money that you casually throw around. Respect it. And seek to become undeniably great, where it's not up to discussions, where it's so evident that you're good at something that people will pay. Now, you might be thinking, if you sell a service or product right now, that, oh, people can't afford it. Bullshit. There's always someone that has the money to buy your product or service. Maybe you need to get better at marketing it. This is something I tell myself all the time. Ali, work on this, improve that, get more attention in this area, do this. I don't think I know it all. Not at all. The moment you think you know it all, you start going backwards. So I want to circle back. You are exactly where you deserve to be right now. If you're frustrated with the outcome, stop looking at the input. Okay, the input is awful. You know, I talk about wanting to become a trader. I talk about wanting to become a content creator, whatever it is that you want to pursue. But what am I doing day to day to get closer to realizing that goal? You know, when I come home from work, what am I doing? Am I just jumping straight into bed, jacking up all over myself, and then going to sleep for 2 hours, waking up confused and hungry, eating a bag of Doritos, drinking some soda, watching a movie, then going to sleep? You've wasted 5 hours right there. And if you repeat that over and over again, that becomes who you are. That becomes the level that you operate at. You know, a lot of guys complain about their 9 to 5, but it's what they do from 5 to 9 that's keeping them where they are. You know, Jim Rohn also once said, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Meaning the personal element, the personal development never stops. You have to keep improving who you are, which will help you in your job. But also, if you have aspirations to start your own business, to become a CEO of a company, it never ends. You never stop learning. The moment you stop learning, you go backwards. So keep it real with yourself. Stop fucking around. I'm in the business of transparency, and I keep it real with myself every single day. I will be the first to raise my hand and admit, you know what, in this area, Ali, you're fucking slacking. Pick it up. Because you never want to sound like a whiner. Someone who's complaining. You don't want to be that guy. That's not a masculine trait to have. To whinge and whine about where you are in life. And worst of all, to be entitled. I deserve to be making 6 figures a year, says the guy who sits around in his apartment after work, ordering pizza and watching movies. No, you fucking don't deserve it. You don't. Stop chatting shit. Get your head out your ass so you can look around and actually see the reality, the outcome of your input. If the outcome isn't great, the input is crap. The first step to change, gentlemen, is to recognize that there is a problem. You don't want to be delusional in terms of what you're doing in life, the actions you're carrying. This will help you in your relationships, right? If your woman is frustrated at something, don't just ignore it. Actually think, you know what, maybe I've been taking the piss recently. I haven't been listening as well as I should have been. You know, that's a true man right there. Not someone that thinks, no, I'm doing everything great. That's a childish trait to have. Right? So you are exactly where you deserve to be. If you don't like the idea of that, if that doesn't make you happy to hear that, good. It should piss you off. Ray Lewis once said, be pissed off for greatness. It's got to bother you, man. Where you are in life right now has to bother you to such a level where you will get off your ass and do something about it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. Comment, let me know what you think down below. And if you want to book a coaching call with me, do so in the link down in the description below. See you in the next video.